I'm Jen Lucas, and this is a nerdery quick tip. Have you ever had the challenge of trying to include a web font on your page and you're not quite sure it's the one that you were trying to load? Is that droid serif really the droid serif you were looking for? Anyway, I'm going to show you how I make sure that the web font that is loading or not loading is what I'm hoping to have shown on the screen. So here's my website, and I've got an H1 and a paragraph, and in my styles over here I have the font family set to Georgia, but I have not specified anything else to load Open Sans. So I'm going to pop on over to the Open Sans page on Google Fonts. I'm going to select this font. I'm going to pop open these handy instructions. I'm going to copy how to use this CSS rule in our style sheet. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to say, hooray, and I'm going to save. And now at this point, I see that my paragraph, which used to be a serif typeface, is now not a serif typeface. So it must be Open Sans, right? But is it? And, you know, some of us could be able to see right away that it is or isn't, but just in case you want a more thorough testing of this, instead of having the generic font family here be the same thing as the typeface we're trying to load, I like to switch it up and just write something like fantasy. And then I click save. And wow, I can certainly see that indeed the fallback font is loading and not the Open Sans that I thought it was. So of course this is because I did not actually include the Open Sans font face file that we needed here. So we wanted to make sure that we included this. I come back here, I include that style sheet, I save, and hooray! Now it is indeed Open Sans. So thank you to a generic family like Fantasy. I can definitely make sure that the typeface I want is loading. I would probably be a good idea to set this back just in case of something in the future, but there you have it. That is how I make sure that the typeface I want to load is loading. Another way I might double check on something like this is to use this extension I like called WhatFont. You can see that when I am hovering over the typefaces, they will tell me which typeface is loading. So that is another bonus, but whichever works for you, here are some more options. So go forth and typeface your heart out.